Hey YouTube! Welcome back to my channel. I'm Artsume Shae, if you didn't know already. And hi, welcome to my studio. Today is going to be a very work-heavy artist vlog because I have started work on Space Ultima Season 2, Part 1. So I'm really excited about that. I feel like this vlog is actually, in essence, a actual, Webtoon vlog, mostly because I've actually begun doing work, so I'm very excited about that. It is a Sunday, and I got up, well, first I did some bed rot, and then I got up and got some breakfast, took my dog out, fed her, and yeah, now I'm here with my at-home pumpkin cream cold brew and some water, of course. Gotta stay hydrated. And I'm at my desk in my studio, ready to work. So yeah, that's what this video is going to be. Some of the little, hijinks and things I'm getting up to. And you'll just kind of see, I guess, just what a very deep work, lock-in studio day is. I've been trying to work more from my desk when it comes to drawing, especially because sitting at my couch, couch is great for comfort and when you want to hang out with other people while also working on stuff, but I'm not gonna lie, the shrimp posture is elevated to 9,000, for real. I actually had worked from my couch, and after I put my iPad away and got up, I got this really intense kind of muscle cramp in my neck. I had the ibuprofen, I had the Tiger Balm, I'm not gonna lie, and that lasted for at least a week. I still have a little bit of muscle pain in my neck from that. And ever since then, I've been using my TV tray when I'm drawing at my couch. But other than that, I really have no reason to be at my couch today because I got this entire room to myself. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So I'm ready. This is going to be, like I said, it's going to be a very worky vlog. You'll see a little bit of progress and sneak peek at episode 1 of this next season. And also too, maybe ambitious, when have I not been, trying to complete 3 episodes by the end of the month. Yes, I know, I'm crazy woman. But other than that, I think it's accomplishable because my episodes are really only they're really only 30 panels long. So I think I can get it done. But yeah, other than that, it's gonna be fun. I'm locking in. I've saved a bunch of YouTube videos to have on in the background, so I'm gonna be really preoccupied. Okay, I want to quickly show you my most recent project, and this is so up my alley. So these are called, these are little kind of mini buildable kits by a brand called Life or Robotime. If you look either one of those up, you'll find it. But yeah, you literally put together every single component. So think about if you were a kid and you played with a dollhouse or just any type of, toy kit. Most of the time your parents would assemble the kits for you, and then you would take and play with your figures in it. Well, think of that same concept, but only you're the one who builds it from scratch. And yeah, it's just, this was such a delight to do because you just follow the instructions and you put the tiny pieces together, and then they have it where you can either have one set and have it, as is, but they also make modular pieces for you to put it all together. And so, of course, as you can see, I have my I have my little Smeeskies here, and then I got this Sunny Angel Pooh Bearing, basically. I don't think that they can receive service by not wearing any pants, but yeah. And so then here I've got my Peachite girl. She's doing her little ice cream dip flip And yeah, like, so this is like the little boba. I had to put these items together. I had to fold items, snap them together, put everything the way that it needs to be. And yeah, like, and so they also have like add-on pieces, so I added on the roof. Here I've got Gigi up here. And yeah, it's just so cute, and it's a nice little way, in my opinion, to display some of my blind item pieces, or just like any tiny thing that can fit in here. But I just wanted to show you guys that this is definitely something recently that brought me joy. It's so cute, and it fits perfectly on top of this display. So
Into consideration, the park used to be an Artsume capacity monster, and that crowds were significantly lower than what is normal for that park today.
hey everybody, voiceover Shae coming at you live. I thought during this drawing part I'd go ahead and do a little voiceover update with you all. So yeah, just as far as like the state of Space Ultima, the state of how everything is going, really moving in a really cool direction. First update, I've recently created a proof or sample of what a physical copy of Space Ultima would look like. That to me was such a cool experience, and really just kind of mind-bending being able to hold Space Ultima in my hands versus in my hands on a screen. And boy, was it a process. Honestly, the easiest part to the entire process has to be reformatting. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. So reformatting the vertical scrolling to traditional layout, really not that bad. I think if you are a consumer of physical comics and manga, you're probably already kind of in the mind space to adapt a vertical comic into a traditional layout. You know, same things apply, your cliffhanger, your anticipation. I feel like whereas with scrolling to, you know, the next thing, you're turning each page. So a lot of those like really large videos, or sorry, not videos, those really large panels that are like vertical, those were really just, you know, their own pages, like, so stuff like that. Also making sure that I'm glad that I produced Space Ultima in the highest quality, like pixels wise, because if I didn't do that, everything would probably be so crusty and choppy, and I wouldn't even given a consideration. But it definitely helped that I create Space Ultima in its highest quality form. But yeah, that was not that bad. And then moving forward, really doing the research. So doing the research on like what printer to use. There's two printers that I'm considering in the future when I do make the official physical copies. One being Mixam, and then the other being Comic Wellspring. I will say I went with Mixam this first time, mostly because Mixam allowed you to order a single quantity versus Comic Wellspring, where the minimum order has to be 25 count. And that totally makes sense, but at the same time, there was still a lot that I wanted to accomplish first before I devoted, you know, making all of the copies of Space Ultima. Other than that, doing the research, you know, understanding how to export, it's very, very tedious, because when you do export, whether it's for Mixam or for Comic Wellspring, each file has to be labeled as the page number. You have to have the covers labeled properly. There's things like that, really, really important. So I will probably do a video about it in the future when I'm actually producing and putting together the official copy. But just know that if you're considering doing some type of physical print media, really do your research. Double check, triple check, quadruple check, because it's going to really pay off. Especially too, if you're, self-publishing, you don't have an editor or people who, can help you go through and check those things. So I highly recommend it. But yeah, that is something that I'm going to at least have a physical sample of, because, and this reason why one of the reasons why I did go ahead and put together a physical sample is because I'm going to be vending at 2 upcoming events. So that is something that I've been wanting to do for a while, and it just, I don't know, like, I feel like personally I've continued to just tell myself, no, now's not the time, blah, blah, blah. Oh, what do I have to sell or offer? And really just kind of like talking myself out of it. And so I was kind of voluntold about participating in an event, and then no, they didn't voluntold me, but I was in a chat group, and they were like, hey, who wants, we've still got some tables available, and I was like, impulsively like, I'll do it. And so there was that one, and then another one that I did apply for, so more news on that to come. But yeah, I'm going to be vending at 2 events, one in October, one in November. And with those events, it will be kind of a hybrid. It will be me selling Space Ultima merch, as well as promoting Space Ultima, and then also me selling some cool prints and stickers of some different fan arts that I like. So I will be definitely putting together that journey for you all to see, because yeah, it is a journey. And as somebody who, I have done tables and art booths before, but I wouldn't say I've done it in like an official way how I'm trying to do it. But I will say those first few times were really good introductions into it. I didn't want to, they often recommend not to jump to these really big cons. One, because you don't want, your first experience that could succeed or fail to be at a really big convention. And then 2, it's a really great way to kind of like try something at a little lower of a risk environment. So I think right now I'm just trying to find conventions and events that are slightly on the smaller end, but will help kind of make me grow and, help me as I grow in my craft. Okay, so this is our like kind of fireplace mantle. It does not get any fireplace usage, but something that I am interested in doing in the future is actually making this kind of like a focal point for all of my plants and stuff. So anyway, I was coming over here just to get a glimpse at some of my green babies. You can see here I've got a new Monstera leaf. It is glossy. Oh my god, it is so shiny, so pretty and perky. But one thing that I got, so my coworker in our office, she has a pathos plant, and she recently cut off some of the leaves, some of the stems from it. This thing is so long, and you can see by all of the notches that it's had a lot of greenery on it. Well, she cuts the leaves, and I take home one of the cuttings, and it did not like it very much. As you can see, there are some dying dying leaves from it. And yeah, like it didn't really like it, which is so ironic because this area has been really a great spot for like most of my plants. I would say that pretty much most, if not all of my plants really like it here. Like they really do. How are you doing? Ooh, yeah, you need some water. But regardless, most of them really like it here except for this one. So I'm actually going to do something. So right here you can see these are doing the most. This one, not so much. So there we go, I'm gonna take them off. I'm actually going to cut this down, and all of this like poison ivy superhero lasso, like, and it's like, I mean, I don't know, like I feel like this still has some potential. So what I'm probably gonna do is I'm probably going to cut it down and actually piece it together and like put it into some water. So that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, this end is doing great, but I think we need to probably shorten it. So that way it doesn't have so much work to do, you know? I'm going to see if this has any potential, but I mean, it's mostly green. It doesn't look like it's yellowing. So we'll see. We shall find out. But yeah, this is like the Wonder Woman lasso of truth. And we'll see. We'll see what they make, if they make anything. But the rest of it, all these leaves, they're going away. It's been fun.
But that's not the scary part, okay? That's not even the worst of it. Because as I'm walking from the house alarm near my front door towards my dining room window, I both hear and feel, oh my God, it gives me chills.